Welcome, my name is Transleona. I'm a raccoon girl on Twitch. The following is a recording of one of my latest streams on Twitch. Sit back and relax, and I hope you enjoy the show. Down in the family for generations. As with any family recipe, it's been tweaked here and there over the years. The flavor's likely not what it used to be. So as I said before, I'd be happy to give you my version of the recipe if that's fine by you. What do you think? It's been updated a bit, but maybe that's okay? I'd like to find the original if we can. The original version would be ideal, yes, but we can't afford to be picky. A slightly different version beats handing the client nothing at all. I agree. It would hardly do to turn her down after she so kindly offered. Yeah, I see what you guys mean. You'd like it then? Wonderful, wait right here. I'll grab my recipe book. Thank you. Yeah, I remember playing some of the original Wizardry games, and the only way I could get through them as a kid was I had to have like a pad of graph paper with me and like actually plan shit out manually before playing the game. And I'd have to keep notes on like every room I went into, which I really miss doing, but I'm glad that games aren't like that anymore. Mostly because I don't have the time for it. She sure has taken her sweet time. Now, don't be so impatient. She may be quite spry for her age, but she is many, many years our elder. We should practice tolerance and wait. Oh goodness, that's right. Oh, no wonder I can't find it. I'm sorry, children. I kept you waiting much longer than I'd meant to. I'd simply be fuming were I in your shoes. And no, we didn't take that long. Did you find your recipe book? About that. I hadn't thought about it until I'd started looking, but I actually gave it away a while back. What? Oh my. It completely slipped my mind. I'm so sorry. He'd said he made a hobby of keeping older books and asked if he could add it to his collection. I hadn't cracked it open in years, so I thought nothing of handing it over to him. So if only I weren't always so generous. Trust me, I feel the sighing too. We'll never be able to find out who got it either. Man, what a pain. No point in cursing a lot. What's done is done. Our time would be better spent figuring out what else we can do. Exactly. Maybe we really could ask around and see if anyone knows the man who took the book. Yeah, only one thing to do, so might as well suck it up and get to it. You say you like collecting old books, right? If any idea who that might be, we should try them first. Afraid that's about all I can remember. I wish I could help more, really. Hey, no worries. You gave us a pretty big clue. Can't be too many guys out there who collect old books for fun. Yes, thank you for your help. We'll come to you again if we need to, but in case we don't, you have yourself a wonderful day, ma'am. I'm actually looking forward to replaying Trails the Third with in Nightmare Vanilla style, because I haven't played that one on Nightmare yet. Yeah, they've been doing a few games like that. I've got a copy of the Elder Scrolls Arena around somewhere too. So what is it? Nothing too important, really. Just kind of admiring your massive collection of books. And indeed, I'm quite proud of my collection. Collecting old books is my calling, and this is my cathedral, more or less. Old books, as a calling? I wonder, maybe it's worth asking. A bit of wild grasping at straws never hurt anyone. You lost me, I'm afraid. So that's the story. It's the wildest of guesses, but I don't suppose you have that book? Miss Bloom's recipe book, huh? Oh yeah, I asked her to give that to me a while back. Well wait, seriously? Sure, she said it had a lot of traditional local recipes. so I wanted to make sure I preserved it. I asked her for it, and she entrusted it to my care. Okay, cool. It does sound like our objectives. Grow up for straws and eventually you come up big. Let's have a look at the infinite wisdom of the ancients then. Do you mind, Rhett? I don't mind at all. It should be. I'm not entirely sure where it is, come to think. It's definitely in my archive, I know that much. I think it would be faster if you just search yourselves. Oh yeah, sure. I mean, we're the ones asking the favor, really, so we can handle that at least. Alright. Aged miso, maple sugar, fresh herb, black pepper, vintage wine, kibbled salt, dragon beans, juicy bone. Black pepper, red pepper, dragon beans, kibbled salt, maple sugar. I could use more of that. Aged miso, vintage wine. Pretty good here. Huh. Got the juicy bones. Cool. Hmm. Okay, so how's the investigation going? Right, well, we found a recipe. Oh, well, you already found it? And you guys are fast. Braces are incredible. I want to hold that praise. Oh, why's that? I'm broken free from the ads. Yep, welcome back. Well, you see, they explained that the recipe they found was an altered version of the original. I see, so that's it. Still, can't be too greedy. I'll call it a job finished with that recipe. Sorry, Denzel. It'd have been best if we'd found the original, but yeah, the basic parts probably won't be that different. It'll smooth over the rest with my instinct and experience. Pretty confident. Ah, now is a chef. Well, anyway, let me go over the results of our investigation. I see. It's more or less what I had expected, but it does use some surprising ingredients. Alright, now I can really get to cooking this. As in, we're all done here? Yeah, pretty much. That's what I'd like to say, but I also asked for the ingredients. True, that was part of the job. Shall we go and collect them? Just a sec. Yeah, we've got everything. Good work, now we're set. Whenever I can make a meal that'll satisfy the old man or not, the rest is up to my skill. Alright, bang a gong, we are on. I see. So you couldn't find the original recipe. Yeah, I'm really sorry. We asked a lot of people, but in the end, we never found anyone who knew it. We're terribly sorry, sir. No, ultimately it was my selfish request anyway. You don't need to be so worried. Well, I admit, it's a bit sad to know I'll never taste that flavor again, though. Radford, it might be a bit early to give up. Oh? Sure, the meal I made will be close to that flavor. The recipe you guys brought still has a nostalgic flavor. Yes, and while you are all talking, it's getting cold. Yeah. It looks pretty good. You should eat it while it's hot. Really, I'd like you to think of us watching on the sidelines. I haven't seen you here dealing with such a lovely smell for a while now. Such a delectable bouquet. Quite the scent to lure out an appetite. Now, if only there was a fitting wine, it would be the crowning touch. I'm dying for a taste of this. Ah, we got to talking a bit too much. Well then, let me have at it. A gulp? This is a bit nerve-wracking. I know this flavor. But what is it? This is it. This is the stew I ate in my dreams. Woohoo! Oh my. Gasp. My, really? Yes, really. It's not even slightly different from the nostalgic flavor I remember. What I wanted to eat, what I dreamed of eating, was exactly this. That's incredible, Denzel. You perfectly replicated a recipe from a dream. I mean, I was pretty confident in it, but that's a bit too generous. No, don't be humble. The meal is perfect. This is what I wanted in every way. Ah, that brings me back to those lost days of my youth. The girl I had admired was ever so good at this recipe. I shed many manly tears the day she wed. Oh well, this is getting a bit soppy. Huh? Never heard of that. Sounds like you were quite the passionate one in your youth, old guy. That's the beauty of youth. The beauty of youth indeed. Everything everywhere has changed since then. Even that angel of a girl is now a dried apricot. Who are you calling a dried apricot, you old fart? That voice is... Miss Bloom? Really, to badmouth a lady in front of such a crowd? You're as twisted an old man as ever, you. No, it was just a play on words. What is it, ma'am? We don't see you here much. Yeah, it's been a while. These people came by my home to ask about the recipe a bit ago, and well, I was curious, so I came by to see. So this recipe is... Yes, it's a cooking style passed down in my family. This stew was my best recipe when I was a girl. I made it often for Radford here. So that means the girl the old man admired was... Cough. Sigh, time is a cruel master indeed. What did he say? Nothing. Well, one way or the other, I'm just happy to see people eating this old recipe again. Here, since I've come down all this way, let me make it for the first time in a while. You should enjoy the flavor of tradition yourselves. Hooray, don't mind if I do. Yeah, please. I'd love the chance to observe some of the tricks to this recipe firsthand. Hold on, let me borrow the kitchen. Nice, strong revive item. Definitely worth it. Goddess, I beg of you, help me find a way to get closer to that gorgeous woman. Got a sec? Oh, hello. Are you from the guild by any chance? What? How? Am I dreaming? Are you the same guys from before from the Bracer Guild? Sure are, so you came back for me? You finally decided to take pity on my plight to aid me with no one else would in this cold, lonely world? Yes. Of course, that's what bracers do. Oh! Do you mean it? You'll really help me? Seriously? I'm starting to have second thoughts on this. Seriously, so what kind of job is it anyway? Alright, well, you see. I'd like you to gather ingredients for a certain medicine. Alright, here's a list of what I need. Okay, putting aside the monster bits. I'm not too familiar with what a pearl glass is, but it does sound familiar. Pearl glasses are river fish. I need their livers to make the medicine I want. They're found primarily in freshwater rivers. There's a lot of floating water plants. Freshwater, plenty of plant life. Alright, got it. Done writing it down? You're great. It's all you then. Don't let me down, guys. What more do you need to know? I gave you lots of details. You just said you were making medicine? What kind of medicine is it? And for what purpose? We need to know both its name and intended use. But why should I have to tell you that? Any medicine used incorrectly can be a deadly poison. As protectors of the peace, we cannot support or condone any criminal activity. Yes, exactly. If you've nothing to hide, then it shouldn't be a problem to tell us. I suppose that makes sense, alright? What I'm looking to make is a medicine called day7 Secret. For a while after you take it, no amount of liquor can get you drunk. I heard about it from Father Divine, so I trust that it works as described. Whoa, not even a little drunk? That's pretty incredible, actually. How curious, how interesting. What nonsense. Drinking without getting drunk is, I mean, what's even the point of drinking in the first place? The way you drink kinda messed up in the first place, Shara. But why would you need such a thing? If there's some upcoming party you cannot gracefully extricate yourself from? Sort of. You might say it's a drinking party, but no, I can't back out. That's why I need the medicine. Yeah, let's go with that. I understand the feeling all too well. Do you really need to get that drunk, though? Can't you just drink a little and stop? This is ridiculous. Trying to cheat your way out of a good buzz is an insult to responsible drinkers everywhere. I can hardly believe you would talk about drinking responsibly with a straight face. I'm sure the irony is completely lost on her. Anyway, are you satisfied now? Yeah. I suppose. Once we have the ingredients, we'll come back here and deliver them to you. Awesome, thank you. And good luck. My future depends on it, so please take this request. Don't take this request lightly. Can't see how on earth your future depends on this, but sure, okay. Hey Anton, got a sec? Oh wow, back already? Could it be, did you bring the ingredients for the medicine? Right, you are. Go ahead and check them out. Huh? Really? Yeah, check your memo. What am I missing? 5 monster carrot paste, 5 savory pinion, 5 prickly seed, and a pearl glass. Prickly seed. Oh, I need monster carapaces. 3 more. I got the savory pinions. Okay. I gotta go kill stuff to get monster carapace. Which is gonna be a run up to Esmala's tower. And I'll need 3 of them. Alright, that was poor showing by me. Alright, come on. Give me some enemies that drop carapaces. Oh, thank you for the kitty. Okay, Gundyr. We will take care of that in just a moment. Alright. So we've got a stretch, we've got a hydrate, we got a posture check. All easy enough. Thank you for redeeming the trill. And the kitty hiss. And the puppy whine. So many. Making me do vocal exercises by paying points. Gundyr redeemed give advice about transitioning. So one of the first pieces of advice I give any person who wants to transition is find a good therapist. Even if you know exactly what you want and you don't feel like you have any issues with like your mental well-being, oftentimes the transition therapists in your area will know who the best people to talk to in your local area for information are, which is extremely helpful to have that resource. Thank you for getting advice. Not sure if it helps you particularly. But that is like the first thing I tell everyone. So many people are against getting a therapist, and it's like so helpful. Gundyr redeemed talk about her transition for 1,000. Okay, so I first realized that there was something different about me probably when I was a very small child, like maybe 4 or 5 years old. Because I definitely knew I was different from all the other kids that I'd go to school with. And I was always trying to find, like, I was really confused about the difference between boys and girls, because people would say things about girls and boys not being able to play together, not being able to do the same things. And in my mind, it was like, but we're all just kids. We should all be able to play together and it should be fine. And so, yeah, like, it just ended up being a thing that, I was always just different from all the other kids. And, I was interested in basically video games and then also cooking and, like, crafts like sewing and, you know, just seemed different. We have so much in common, Leona. Nice to hear. We need to learn more about Leona. I need to put a time limit on that. I'm just the NB model. So, later in my life, I was always more of a gentle kid growing up, but as I got older, I got picked on a lot in school. Often because I think everyone around me also knew I was different, and you know how kids are with the kid who's different. And how to say this? So kids are cruel and dumb and mean, but yeah, so I got picked on a lot, and it made me really shell up a lot. And I just stopped feeling comfortable sharing my feelings with people, which made it really difficult to even broach the subject with my mom or talk about anything about myself with people. Alright, need one more monster carapace. And yeah, it's how else to say it? And then I got depressed as a kid, put on a lot of weight, and basically got to be the fat kid my entire life, which did not help, as you can probably imagine.
Enjoy the show.
But yeah, in middle school, I got really into Ranma 1/2, which,
Well, that takes care of that.
you know, discovered what anime is and discovered what manga was. And I had a few other books that, like, had gender-bending tropes in them. And those were always my favorite books, which, you know,
We're good to go.
that's kind of a red flag of transitioning when you start looking for stories about guys who become girls or girls who become guys. Feel like that's like, you know, some people might try and say, oh, that's just you being pervert, but yeah. Are you say yes, Sarah? Yep, yep. Cross-dressing, gender Brit. Sissification, feminization. Yep. Thanks for watching. You can also catch my streams on twitch.tv/transleona to join in on the fun. Can't wait to see you there.